It's 10 numbers, but
Right.
0 is no value, so it's kind of 8. I don't know.
Your philosophical mind is too smart for the AP statistics exam
That's
writers.
a lie.
Rogelio.
Void an answer, and then you just keep on going until you get 10 that are actually working.
10 that are applicable. Yep. So on trial number 2, let's do this. So on question 1, got it wrong. Question 2, I got it right. 3 is voided. 7 is wrong. 8 is voided. 0 is correct. 0 is correct. 7 is wrong. 5 is wrong. 8 is voided. 6 is wrong. How many numbers have we gone? 1, 2, question 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we got this right. We got this right. So here's trial 2. So in trial 2, how many questions did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now let's do trial 3. 7 is wrong. 3 is wrong. 8 is out. 2 is wrong. 3 is wrong. 6 is wrong. 2 is wrong. 8 is out. 5 is wrong. 4 is wrong. 3 is wrong. How many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the number 1 is right. So in trial 3, I only got one answer right. Khadija?
Okay, so I don't have my glasses. So
That's fine.
So what number are we counting for trial 2? That's correct.
So for trial 2, we counted the 0, and then we counted the next 2 zeros, and then we counted the 2 1s at the end.
And that's for trial 3?
Trial 2.
But isn't trial 2 isn't just 10 questions?
It is just 10 questions, but I removed these like 8s and 9s. They don't count as questions.
Oh, so that's why you added more?
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Still counts 0 as a number, huh?
And now let's go over here. So trial number 4. The 1 is good, the 5 is out, the 1 is good, 6 is out, 4 is wrong, 7 wrong, 2 wrong, 6 wrong, 8 scratch, 8 scratch, 7 wrong, 9 scratch, 5 wrong. How many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's trial 4. And I got 2 right. And now trial 5. So the 9 is gone. 3 wrong, 7 wrong, 3 wrong, 6 wrong, 2 wrong, 2 wrong, 1 right. 8 is out, 9 is out. 4 wrong, 7 wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0 counts. So 5 is also 2.
0 counts.
So in the 5 trials, how many questions did I get right? 2 plus 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I got 12 questions right, and I ran the experiment 5 times. 12 divided by 5 is 2.4. So on average, according to my 5 trials, I should expect to get 2.4 questions right. So sometimes I'll get 2, sometimes I'll get 3, sometimes I'll even get all 10 right, and sometimes I'll get 0, but most of the time I'll get either 2 or 3 questions right. Okay, let me stop here. Khadija.
You said for trial 2 there was 5 right?
Yep.
How is there 5 right if there's only 3 zeros?
And the 2 1s?
Oh, so you're counting, oh.
Because, so we're saying 2 out of the 8 numbers are correct. Does that work for you?
Yeah, I thought we were only counting zeros.
Yeah. 0, 1. Alex.
The reason we did 2 out of 8 is because it's 0.25.
Right. So it's really 1 out of 4. But I knew I had like 10 numbers, so I was like, instead of 1 out of 4, let me just do 2 out of 8. I would have loved to do something out of 10, but it doesn't like work nicely with the math. So 1 out of 4 is the exact same as 2 out of 8.
What makes it possible to just disregard 8 and 9?
Because you can pick any 2 numbers to disregard. Because we're just saying these are like random numbers that are popping up, so you can decide, I'm going to disregard any 2 numbers that I want.
Is it always 2 numbers?
No, because imagine that I had said the probability of success is 1 out of 5. Then I would have said, well, 2 out of 10, right? So I wouldn't disregard any numbers.
Okay.
Maybe I would have said the probability of success is 3 out of 10. Well, I don't need to do anything else. And no number to disregard. Maybe I would have said the probability of success is 54 out of 100. That would have been really problematic. What would I have done then? I would have said, well, let me take 0, 1 as a number, 0, 2, 0, 3, blah, 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 and write it as 2-digit numbers. Don't expect anything like this. Don't worry. We're focusing on the single-digit numbers. Not to worry. Tamar, Khadija, Rogelio. Tamar. No, you decide. You decide. Yes. Yes. Right. So that's why you just have to be very specific about how you do it. I'm literally. This is the answer to an AP question, and it says, where does it say? You will have to look at each student's response carefully in bold letters for the grader, because each person might choose to do it differently. But step 1 is lay out exactly what you're going to do. Step 2 is say how many times I'm going to do it. 5 times. Step 3 is actually carry it out. Make a little table. Step 4, answer the question. How did I answer it? I said, well, in the 5 trials, I got 12 questions right, divided by the 5 trials. So on average, 2.4 questions per trial, or in other words, 2.4 questions per exam. Tamar?
How did you get 12 questions right and it's only 10 questions?
Because 12 questions total across taking the exam 5 times. Each a trial is like me taking the exam. And I took it 5 times. Does that make sense? Great question. Dex?
So the X stands for that.
The X's are, I removed it because it was either an 8 or a 9. The X on top says, well, I got the question wrong. And the check on top is, I got it right.
You got 0 questions right?
No.
0. Check 0 on the bottom.
Where am I looking?
No, that's not.
Help me out. Alex, where am I looking?
On the first data, say something with the 0.
No.
Right here.
No.
Yeah.
That's correct. It's a check. I got that right.
He thinks that's the number of corrections you got.
Oh, no. 0 is just a random number representing a correct answer. Khadija.
How do you know which ones to cross out and which ones to count as?
As like a miss. So I said, well, there are 10 numbers from 0 to 9. And I know that 25% of the time I'm going to get the question right. So really, 1 out of every 4 is my probability of getting it right. And 1/4 is the exact same as 2 over 8. So I'm going to say, instead of focusing on all 10 numbers, let me just pick 8. And let me say, within the 8 numbers, 2 of them are good, 6 of them are wrong.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say, well, 8 and 9, I'm just going to forget about those. Ideally, the denominator will be 10. Ideally. We couldn't make that happen. Does that make sense?
So you just chose a better number?
Yes. I chose the closest number to 10, which in this case was 8.
Oh, okay.
Eddie. Yes. Exactly. Sean Lee and then Rogelio.
Even if we have children have different numbers and stuff, would we still like end up with 2.4?
I don't think it would necessarily be exactly 2.4. It could be like 2.2. It could be up to like 2.6, but it'll be within the range. But that's why, like, when I'm grading, I'll like read very closely to see what did you pick, how did you carry it out, Rogelio, and then Karina.
Get these numbers out.
Say it one more time.
Where did you get these numbers out?
I printed them off my calculator. So on your calculator, you can generate random numbers.
What?
I can show you how to do that.
Oh.
Say it one time.
How does that make sense? That's the probability of this.
Because the probability of each number coming up is random. The calculator is just randomly generating numbers. And I'm saying out of the randomly generated numbers, disregard 2 of them. No, don't. You can only have clear liquids. Please put that away. So out of the 10 numbers that have been randomly generated, I'm going to disregard 2, which leaves me with 8. And of the 8, I'm going to say 2 of them represent the correct answer, 6 represent the wrong answer. And the probability of each number showing up is just purely random. So the numbers are simply representative of the answer choices.
I have a question. How do you know the calculator is actually doing something random? It's like
Okay. This is not philosophy.
I'm not talking philosophy. I'm talking about possibility.
Well, I mean, so yeah, we never know that it's totally random. I think this was in the summer reading, right? It's like it's not necessarily totally random. We assume it to be relatively random.
We assume.
They're eventually gonna.
Yeah, Tamar.
So isn't there like system that is something like picking every number? No, it's like.
No, because it's not every other one pyramid.
But I'm not saying I'm gonna pick every third number is correct.
It's stratified.
It's just wherever they pop up.
No, because
All right. So an open simulation is representative of geometric probability. Are we still recording, Alex?
Oh yeah.